Welcome to Bay Rats and Buoys Season 2 with your host, Captain Gage.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bay Rats and Buoys. I'm your host, Captain Gage. This is episode number 40. Season 2, and I am not on the boat, guys. I'm on the dock. I'm at the Montauk Yacht Club for the Montauk Canyon Challenge. This is going to be a very special edition of Bay Rats and Buoys today. Me and Kory have been out here all day long filming with the drone, underwater footage, you name it. We got the entire way in all day, and wait till you see these boats that are coming in. I mean, it's been nonstop all day. The staff here has not had time to take a break for any amount of time. That boat comes in, they get the fish off, they weigh them, they take photos, they put them back on the boat, and they leave, and the next one comes in. They're out there in a lineup waiting until 8:30 tonight, so another half an hour until the last boat comes in, and this has been going on all day. So this tournament has grown to something very, very special, and Chris and the team should be very proud, and they are very proud, I can tell. But this year, they had 85 boats register for the tournament, and there is over $1 million in Calcutta prizes. Right now, the top fish is 233.8 pounds on the top of the leaderboard. And again, it's Tuesday at 8 o'clock, so that's going to change. You guys can follow along by watching it at MontaukCanyonChallenge.com. You could download the app. You could see it on the website. Click on the leaderboard, and you'll see what's going on. It's an unbelievable tournament. We're super proud and super excited to be part of it out here. And so many cool things have happened out here today. We've seen so many people that we've networked with already at the boat show. And I got to see and meet John Waters, who I've only heard about so far. And he runs the Montauk Yacht Club out here. He's the dock master here. And so me and Kory already had some great people that we had to come out here and meet. So today was great. We went over to Chris's new shop here in Montauk. He's also a sponsor, the Pelagic Outfitters here in Montauk. Beautiful new store they opened up. I went in. We shot a couple of little clips of it to show you here in the video. Hope you like it. And if you are out here in Montauk, make sure you stop by and check out Pelagic Outfitters. It's a beautiful shop, especially, for any species. It doesn't matter what you need. He's got it all in there. So check it out. You'll see it here in the video. Great stuff. He's also a sponsor here for the Montauk Canyon Challenge. We also got to meet the guys from Dive Now. We gave them a GoPro. They will show you some of the current technology that they're using under the boats here in Montauk to scrub the hulls and to clean the hulls of the boats that they do all over Long Island. From here in Montauk to Manhattan, they cover the entire span of Long Island. So if you guys have a boat, you need the hull cleaned, check out Dive Now. These are all sponsors that are out here at the Montauk Canyon Challenge. These guys even came up with their own beer, which I don't have one of the cans to show you. You know me, I'll have a Diet Coke. I have a whole cooler full of them over there. I have been drinking those all day long. But these species that are coming in today, the bluefin, the mahi, the yellowfin, the bigeye, and the leaderboard is just, it's epic. And I'll put the picture of the leaderboard up on the screen so you guys can check it out. But in the meantime, head over to MontaukCanyonChallenge.com and check out the website, because this thing goes until the weekend. You have a 38-hour window to head out. Me and Kory knew that with the weather, the way it was going to be on Monday, a lot of boats were going to go out and come to the dock today to weigh their fish. So we decided Tuesday would be a great day to come here and check out the weigh-in, and that's exactly what we're doing. It's been nonstop action all day. I'll put the footage on the screen so you guys can see everything that we've been seeing all day long, and the excitement level and the fish that these guys are bringing in it's second to none. It really is. They've had it. Look at the fish that are going by right now on the camera. Absolutely insane. And they're wheeling them out of here in big carts. So it's really cool to see. I'll show it to you on the screen. We flew the drone. We did some underwater shots. We had the GoPro. We had the gyroscope. I had my podcasting camera go, and we've been doing it all here today. And Chris and the gang, they've been working the scales and on the walkie-talkies and on the VHF channel, lining the boats up to get this one out and get the next one in and organize all of that. It's been serious. They're selling all kinds of merchandise. They brought their own they made their own beer. They got their own beer now. So This Montauk Canyon Challenge is really growing into a big festival. And like I said, this year, 85 boats. Next year, I'm willing to say they're going to have over 100 boats because this thing is getting a lot of attention. It's ramping up, and it's only getting bigger and better every year. And again, over $1 million in Calcutta prizes that will go out for this tournament. So, man, I've had a great time here today. You know, me and Kory took off. We went out. We had some lunch in town, and we came back. We got a little bit of a break. But I got to tell you, these guys have not had any break all day long. They've been going nonstop. And you'll see here by the footage, we'll be able to put it on the screen. You'll check it out, whether it's the underwater footage, whether it's going to be the drone footage. We did a lot of cool stuff here today. We met a lot of cool sponsors for the tournament, and everybody's already talking about the festivities and how to close this thing out. And I got to tell you, in Montauk here, the planes that fly by, I mean, they fly 30 feet over your head all day long. There's 30-foot, 40-foot planes because they're all landing close by in the airport here. And it's pretty cool to see when you're sitting around million-dollar boats all day and all these big yachts and all the giant Vikings that are out here. To see the airplanes fly over your head is pretty cool. But the sun is going down. It's starting to set here. It's 8:02, and Tuesday is coming to a close. I think they have one more boat coming in to weigh in, and they're still putting fish bags over here to get them out of here. It's unbelievable. This has been one epic tournament and an epic day for me and Kory to come out and experience it. And we're very grateful, too, Chris Squeary and the gang and everybody running the Montauk Canyon Challenge to invite us out here, to be here, to do it. But like I said, they've been so busy all day, they haven't had a chance to come in and sit down and talk on the podcast and do any of that, which originally was the plan. And I think we're going to do some of that maybe this weekend with them if we could line up the scheduling and do that. Me and Kory happen to be very busy with charters starting tomorrow morning. I mean, we leave here Montauk tonight. We're getting home. We got to go to sleep, and we're up early. We got to charter tomorrow morning. Charters Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It is just busy. If you guys want to get out and get on some striped bass next week, let us know. We'll be happy to get you out there. We've been live lining and chunking, and that has worked. The fish are still here. There's guys in the Sound right now texting me, telling me where they're seeing bunker. So here I am in Montauk getting great intel, even for tomorrow's trip. Me and Kory can get out there, throw the cast net, get some bunker, head out, and do some live lining and do some chunking with clients and get them on some big bass. And that's exciting to us. In our area, in Huntington, we have not seen a lot of bluefish. I don't know why. Maybe you guys have some intel on that, because I don't, and I haven't been doing too many, I haven't been asking a lot of questions about it, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. And, you know, everything happens in cycles. And when the bluefish don't show up for a season, it's really not the end of the world. But it's something that we attribute to the cycle of the fish and whether they're making their return our way. Like, we saw way more striped bass this year than we saw bluefish. And it's early in the season. Now's when we would start to see the blues. They would start to chase the bait into the back harbor, and that's not happening. So there is a ton of bait in our area. We're catching croakers at the dock. We're catching bunker. We're catching fish in the harbor. And there's a ton of fish to be caught. But I haven't been catching any bluefish. So we're going to get out there and see if we can get to the bottom of it, see if we can hunt those blues. Obviously, every year, everybody gets out there for the Wick tournament. I know I do. I look forward to it just because it's a bluefish, and everybody wants to get out there and chase those yellow-eyed demons and get on some monster gators and fish with shoulders. They are the best fighting fish pound for pound in our area. So that's why it's worth talking about and seeing if you guys, what your intel is and whether you're catching bluefish in your area. It would be great to hear. So, I mean, we usually go to Shinnecock and get them. We go all over the place. This year, we've stayed at our area, and we're really not seeing that many. I think I caught one 37-inch bluefish in the past couple of weeks. And I think, you know, under 5 for the whole season so far. So for us, I'd like to see some more bluefish harassing the bunker for sure. But let's get back to the Montauk Canyon Challenge, because I got so much great footage to show you. We had one of the owners of PC Richards out here today on his boat, and I'll show you some of the video footage here, because when you're out here in Montauk, you get to see the upper echelon of the fishing community. And these guys that go out for tuna fishing It's nothing like any other addiction because all the rods are matching. Everything matches, the lines, the reels, the rods. And it's just so cool to see when these crews pull up how organized they are. The rods are already away. The boat is clean. The fish are in the bags. They're on ice. They're coming out. They're getting weighed. And it's just really cool to see the organization of these big boats and the crews that run them and how well they are run. And it's just great to see. As a captain, I love to see that. And I can't wait to get out there next week. Me and Kory are going to be out there on the tuna. I can guarantee you in the next 10 days, 10 to 14 days, you will see me and Kory holding up a tuna fish and the entire video of us reeling it in and struggling to get it in, because I'm sure that's going to be the case. But in the meantime, check out MontaukCanyonChallenge.com. You could even download the app. You could follow the leaderboard all the way up until the weekend and see who's going to take the grand prize and who wins the Calcutta divisions. There are so many different divisions that I will get into that with Chris and break it down, because there's a no sonar, there's sonar. There are so many different divisions in the Calcuttas to win that I can't wait to see the official leaderboard come the weekend for this tournament. Because I'll tell you right now, the boats that have entered, all 85 boats, they came with serious equipment, serious crews, and they all came back with a serious amount of fish that we got proof of right here on the dock in just one day. We're only out here for one day of this. And hopefully we could be back out on the weekend. We'll try to get back out here for the festivities. But again, me and Kory do have a busy weekend lined up with charter starting tomorrow morning. So we're going to head out of here tonight. The sun's going down. We're going to bring episode 40 in Montauk Yacht Club to a close very shortly. And it's going to be dark soon. So I know the video's not going to look real good in the dark because we're not set up for any kind of lighting out here, that's for sure. So I'm hoping that the camera works. I'm hoping that the audio works, and we get to put it all together and come up with an epic video for you guys out here at the Montauk Yacht Club. I know I did my fishing report for the Fisherman Magazine while I was out here. I'll get that in and online tomorrow. In the meantime, this will go up probably early as Wednesday night. I usually like to get the podcast up by Thursday, 6 p.m. I'm trying to get that deadline. I'm trying to make that deadline every week and get the video out to you guys Wednesday night and get it up. Usually on Facebook, I get it up and put it out by Thursday. And again, to all the Facebook admins and to everybody that's been helping us promote the video, we greatly appreciate you. We did just release the video from the Bay Rats and Buoys first annual Striped Bass Invitational that went down on June 22nd. That video took a little bit of work to put it together and get it out there, and I think it was worth the wait because the video did happen to come out really good. But again, a lot of work goes into it. We needed pictures with guys with the prizes and holding up the prize money and showing off all that stuff. So we had to get a lot of pictures and stuff to put into the video. That's why it took us so long to get it out there. But in the meantime, we made our way out to Montauk. We came out to the yacht club. We're out here for the Montauk Canyon Challenge, Epic Day Tuesday. They're still bringing fish off the boat, and there's still another boat to come in another 20 minutes. As they're just waiting. They're sitting out there like planes, in a formation, just waiting to come in and land at the airport all day. So I'll show you here. We threw the drone up. You'll see some really cool footage of them sitting out there in the harbor. We got some great video shots of the entire area. We'll put it up here in the video so you guys can enjoy some of this really cool stuff that we experienced here today. It was a great day. They're taking down the tents. They're starting to put away the merchandise. They're going to close it down for Tuesday. And tomorrow, they're right back at it, and boats are going to be coming in all day long, weighing in fish. But, again, the boats have 38 hours to get out there. They have a window of 38 hours to leave the dock and come back within a 38-hour period to weigh their fish. And we were actually following some of the boats on their social media accounts, and they were saying they're coming back in for the Montauk Canyon Challenge, and they were saying we're coming in heavy, and they thought they were going to get up on the leaderboard, and they had no idea what they were in for when they got here. They really weren't. And when they saw the leaderboard, they thought they had heavy fish, and they didn't even get onto the leaderboard. So That's always cool to see when you're coming in thinking you got something big, you're going to be a contender, and you get in and you're like, oh, man. So right now the top fish is 233.8, holding the leaderboard. And, it's just been an epic day out here. Me and Kory had a great time. Epic crowd. A lot of great guys running the tournament. Chris and his team did a phenomenal job. And, again, the captains and crews that are coming in a timely fashion to unload the fish, get them off the boat, weigh them, take photographs with them, put them back on the boat, and then get out of here so that the next boat that's waiting can come in and just step and repeat. That is literally all it's been all day long. One boat in, one boat out. It's been nonstop. So it's been epic to see. And, big shout out to Chris Squeary and the boys here. You guys did a great job, guys and girls that are here helping out. Great crew. Very excited for me and Kory to come out here and be a part of it. The sun is setting. It is now 8:11. And looks like we're going to come down to a 20-minute video today based on the lightness. And we're going to run out of daylight. So we're going to give you a 20-minute episode number 40, a classic episode, our first from Montauk, our first for the Montauk Canyon Challenge. And you can hear it in my voice, how excited we are to be out here and to be part of this. We're really excited that we got the invite. That is why we're here. They've been so busy that Chris hasn't had a chance to sit down and get on the microphone. All right, I brought a microphone for him. We're ready to sit down and talk about the Montauk Canyon Challenge, and he's been so busy on the VHF radio and getting all the numbers in and putting it into the leaderboard and doing it all digitally so that everybody could see where they're standing as the boats come in. It's a lot of work. And when you're dealing with 85 boats, today was a really good window. Scott over at our dock gave me some insight because he hasn't missed a year of this tournament. He's been in it every year. I think he said he missed 1 year. And when this tournament started, they had 14 boats. When Chris and the crew took it over 8 years ago, I think they had 40 boats, and now you have 85. So we're going to guess and get out there on a limb and predict that next year there's a possibility that there are going to be 100 boats entered in the Montauk Canyon Challenge. That is a snowball effect. This thing is getting some momentum. It's getting sponsorships. They came up with their own beer. There's just a lot of great things happening, and the festival at the end of it, just to top it off, is the icing on the cake. So it's a very well-run organization, and if you want to get involved, there's no better time than to come in and register your boat and get out there for your 38-hour window, and you'll have to do that next year because this year is a wrap. I mean, it's already going into Wednesday. So there are guys that left today. They have their leave time. They know what time they left, and they know what time they got to be back. So everybody has to leave from Montauk to get out there and come back to the dock here to the weigh station. So it's pretty simple as far as the layout is concerned, and we're seeing boats from all over, boats from Lloyd Harbor, boats from Florida, boats from Huntington, boats from out here in Montauk, boats from all over. I mean, I can't begin to tell you. Really, we have videos of all the boats that came in here today. We videotaped everything. And the reason we did that is so we could share it with you, so that you can experience what we experienced. And while I'm talking to you right now, we're going to be showing you the video the entire time. Hopefully you're not looking at me sitting here in the dark, because as the sun goes down, I'm sure the film is a little darker. It's not going to look so good, but that really doesn't matter to me because I have so much great footage to put up on the screen. I could do it like my fishing report and just put a little box in the corner where you guys don't have to look at my mug doing the podcast, and you could actually see some of the cool stuff that's going on all day long here. And again, we hope we get to make it out here for the weekend, for the festivities. We do have a busy schedule. We're going to try to get out here. I can promise you that. But if we don't, and we don't get to interview them now, we will do a post-Montauk Canyon Challenge podcast with Chris and break down all the great things that happened here today. So I can promise you that he will definitely be in an upcoming episode, whether it be episode 41 or 42, if he doesn't make it into this weekend, because then he would be in episode 41 next week. So hopefully he's in episode 41 next week. and we'll be able to meet up with him and maybe even sit on the back of his boat and just do the podcast in a relaxed environment where he can talk about all the great things that went on today, and he'll be able to close it out a little bit better because he'll have more details of how the tournament ended and the leaderboard and who won what and the checks and the amount of money that did go out per Calcutta for the guys that won their division. And there are so many divisions, I can't even rattle them off. I can't. There's no way. I'd have to look at my phone. And like you guys know, this is totally unscripted and raw. There's no teleprompter. It's me, a microphone, and a GoPro. So we don't take anything from any scripts. I'm not reading off the leaderboard. We'll get into all those details and all that fun stuff in the next episode. But in the meantime, up until tonight at 8:16, you can see on the leaderboard here who was number one and where the tournament stood before we left for Bay Rats and Buoys, episode number 40, coming to you live from the Montauk Yacht Club. So really cool stuff, man. This was a great day. Hope you guys get to enjoy some of this footage and enjoy seeing something different because the tuna fishing here on Long Island is next level. Guys are really into it. Like I said, the equipment, not only is it expensive, but these guys all have matching gear. These boats, the setups on some of these boats are absolutely, it's ridiculous. And it's awesome. I love it. It's the next level. It gives me something to look up to and to do something bigger and better than just going out fishing for striped bass on the North Shore. So we're already making arrangements for me and Kory to get on some tuna, and that'll happen, I guarantee you, in the next 2 weeks. And we also have arrangements pre-made for us to get on our Hydra yacht and get out there and get on some inshore tuna from the South Shore. So I'm going to sit on my boat on the South Shore and give you an episode of Bay Rats and Buoys from the South Shore telling you I'm going out fishing for the tuna inshore, and me and Kory are going to go get them on poppers and jigging, and we're going to do it in a different format. But right now I'm seeing more fish leave the dock. Great videos, great pictures. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode because, man, me and Kory had a great time out here. And I can't believe this is only 22 minutes. Only 22 minutes of episode number 40. I thought I was talking here for a half an hour easy, and it was because I had to sit down and redo it and hit the start on the camera. We had a couple of technical issues today getting past, but, man, Kory did a great job out here filming today. He took a lot. All the video you're looking at is going to be because of Kory's Customs. So if you guys need a gaff to go tuna fishing, there's nobody better than to make you a bamboo gaff than Kory's Custom. Nobody knows how to make a gaff better than Kory. But not only gaffs, he'll make you bait nets to get the bait out of the live well. He'll make you a de-hooker. He'll make you whatever you need. Anything you could think of. If you could think of it, he could make it. He even got his hand really cold in April in the water, letting a striped bass go, trying to revive it, and he made a reviver. I think that's what we called it. I think we called it the reviver. And it's a really cool bamboo pole with a boga grip on the other end of it, and he made it so cool that you squeeze the trigger, you open up the boga grip, you grip the fish, and you hold it in the water. They actually have tuna ones too. But he made one for us, custom, Kory's Customs. So that's my shameless plug to Kory. You guys can check it out at sandcitycharter.com. Could always get in touch with us there. If you want to come spend some time with me and Kory on the boat and go fishing, there's no better time than right now. Next week, we have a couple of days that are open. If you want to get out and catch some fish, let us know. This week, we're totally booked all the way up until the weekend, but we'll be happy to get you out there and get you on some striped bass, whether it be chunking, live lining, or we can even go get them on the top water. We don't mind. Any which way but loose, we'll get you out there and put you on some fish. In the meantime, stay tuned in because me and Kory in the next 2 weeks are going to be on some serious tuna. We're hooked. He's scratching the itch. I've already got it. I've got tuna ivy, so I'm scratching my tuna ivy, and I can't wait. I did catch a blackfin when I was down in Florida with my nephew, Donovan, and I reeled in the tuna, and a minute later, the sailfish took off with the goggle-eyes bait, and I knew it was a sailfish, and I was like, there's no way I could reel that in after just fighting this this blackfin tuna that I caught because, I mean, they put up a serious fight, and it was a lot of fun. So I said to Donovan, I said, that's all you, buddy. Grab that. And, you know, he'd never reeled in a saltwater fish before. He had only done freshwater fishing. So imagine you go saltwater fishing for the first time, and your first fish is a sailfish. And he was doing everything wrong on the rod, and he still landed the fish. So kudos to my nephew, Donovan. I could even put that video up here now because we're talking pelagic species out here in Montauk. And now that I said that, I got to give another shout-out to Chris and the crew over at Pelagic Outfitters, a sponsor of the Montauk Canyon Challenge. And we stopped by the shop. I told you, we'll put up some of the video footage here today for you to see. It's a great shop. If you haven't been there, check it out. I'm really glad that we made a choice to head over there today. And it's funny, we walked in, and they were telling us in the store, oh, Chris is going to be here in 45 minutes. And I'm like, oh, yeah, 45 minutes is just getting through town. You got to see the lineup. It was insane. Traffic was insane. And we were coming out here on a Tuesday. So imagine coming out here on a Friday and a Saturday, and they want us to come out for the festivities. If that doesn't happen, guys, we will get Chris and some of the crew from the Montauk Canyon Challenge into episode number 41 or 42, because we do have other guests lined up already for following weeks. It's midsummer here in New York, and there's no better time for fishing and boating. And this is a fishing and boating podcast. So we're super excited to bring to you today's event and some of the epic footage that we came across and created here at this awesome event. And thanks to the crew for inviting us out here and doing it. We love you guys. Awesome day. We'll be back. Guarantee it. And not only will we be back if we can make it out for this weekend, we'll be back, but we will definitely be back next year for the entire event out here. We already have some big plans in place and coming up with some great ideas of how we're going to address it and handle it next year to give you guys some up-close and personal moments with the crew and the captain. Because, again, guys, there's just a little window they have of getting their boat into the slip, getting the fish off, wade, take a photo, back on the boat, and gone. That's how fast it has to happen for these boats to come in and unload. So, unbelievable. What a day out here. 27 minutes in the books. I'm going to bring episode number 40 to a close. This has been nothing short of epic today. I got the tuna bite. Kory's already been hooked. He just bought. I can't even tell you what he bought. All right, because I'll show it to you in pictures and videos in 2 weeks when me and him are holding up the tuna fish and he christens the rod that he just recently picked up, the combo. It's going to be sick. We're super excited. And I even have big news for Kory that I'm not even telling any of you guys yet that he'll find out on the way home from Montauk because we got some big things happening and we're very excited about. And I'll share it with you guys in next week's video because I can't tell you just yet. I got to wait for certain things to fall into place and make some things happen before I break news to you. You know how I roll, guys. I just don't talk about, things that are going to happen. And then when they don't happen, you kind of look like an idiot because you talked about it and it never came to fruition. So I kind of wait until everything's like locked and loaded and it happens. Just like when I was planning the tournament, I planned that thing out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I just said, you know what? Me and Kory want to enter all these tournaments. There's really not that many tournaments. Why don't we create a tournament? We got Bay Rats and Buoys. We got a fan base. We got an awesome fan base. And here's breaking news for you guys. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, 8 o'clock, Whale's Tail in Northport. We're going every week. Meet us there. Whale's Tail in Northport from 8 to 10. We'll be there. Drinks at the bar. Come by, stop in, have a bite to eat, buy some drinks with us, have some laughs. We're going to have a good time, but we're going to start creating a vibe every week, and eventually we'll start shifting because we're going to get new faces in new places, and it's going to be all summer long. And hopefully we can get you guys involved in some of the stuff that we're doing. But if you want to come out and hang with us in person, get to meet us, see what we're really like, and if you're really into fishing and boating like we are, that's all we talk about. It's nonstop. I don't think we talk about anything else than boating and fishing for 7 months of the season. So if you guys are with us and you want to do that, come join us. Again, it's getting dark out. I'm podcasting for the first time in the dark, but guess what? I'm in Montauk. I'm in the Yacht Club. I don't care. You care less if it goes black out and the lights come on. Who cares? So Episode 40 coming to a close, guys. A big thank you to everybody that's involved out here for the Montauk Canyon Challenge. I think you guys did an amazing job out here. It was amazing to witness. I appreciate the invite, and we will be back for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and put a comment on the YouTube channel. You could always get all my videos at sandcitycharter.com. If you want to check out the leaderboard, check it out at montauccanyonchallenge.com. You could visit the leaderboard all the way up until this weekend when the festivities kick off here at the Montauk Yacht Club to close out this year's 85 boats with over $1 million in Calcutta prizes that will be given away by this weekend. So kudos to you guys. Great job. Happy to be here. Captain Gage and Kory signing out. Montauk Yacht Club wishing everybody bent rods, tight lines, and I'll see you out on the water. Captain Gage signing out. Over and out.